Hi, my name's Diane and today we're doing replanting my flowers. So let me tell you, this are my peas. These are growing so well, and that's what I started to grow on the 1st of this month, 1st of January. And next to them are spring onions. Next to that is peas with spring onions, but they're too full. Oh no, I can't have that. So what I'm doing, I've got a pot which I've got, well, almost between my knees, and I've got potting mix. It's finely ground potting mix, so I have to fill the container with potting mix. So I had to figure out a way how I could do this with one hand, and I figured out a way. So awesome, almost enough. Probably I've got one more to do. Okay, so what I need is I need to space them out. They're too full at the moment, so all I'm going to do is I'm going to I'll show you in a minute what I've done. So as you can see, where are we? Lo and behold, I haven't tried this before, but oh wow, look at the roots on that. Okay, so what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to separate them, and I've got to plant that in a lot more soil. So what I do is put one there and one there. Awesome. Now they can just be watered later on. So I've got another one. So all I'll do, I'll put that right in the middle. Awesome. And then let's see what else is growing. We've got one more there. Awesome. So some of them are small-ish, but they will still survive. But at least now I have got a lot more space. See? Oh, there's two. I'll see if I can separate them. Yeah, I can. So we'll put one there. Awesome. Now, what I'm going to do is I will just, if I can, without destroying the whole thing, that. And they aren't really too bothered by this, so I just do it pretty delicately. So we'll take this out, and we'll take this out as well. So then that means what we do is now we will have a lot more, well, as I try and put it over there. So, and now we will plant them in a lot better positions. So one in the corner, like I always do, one there, which is great. And then one there. Awesome. And then we might put one there. Awesome. Cool. So it's great when I've got flowers growing from seeds, how easy it is to transport it into different pots. So what I'll see is it will grow and grow and grow to about that big, and then I will get the peas and I'll pick them off and eat them all. Oh, how wonderful. Okay, so we've done the first one. I'm on to the second one. So these are growing really well, but they do need to be separated. So what I'm doing is I'm going to pull them all apart, and pot them into a separate pot, so which I have. And also I do know these are far too close together, so you can see there's quite a few of them, so, and we need to separate them, so that's what I'll also do in this stuff. So what we've got to do first is fill the pot with potting mix. So I have decided, no, not decided, I actually needed to repot these plants. The reason why was because the peas, as you can see, they're growing far too close together, and they needed to be separated out to make them flourish and to make them strong and healthy. So that's why I started with them growing really tight, and I would see how many I had, and then I'd separate them to make sure they were wide enough apart to see how many fruit, or not fruit, how many peas I'd actually end up with them. So that's why I did that with the peas. With the spring onions, when I'm growing something, it's very difficult to see how many of what I plant. So I normally I don't tip them in, but I usually can't really see how many go in there at a same time. So that's why with the spring onions, I could see that I had planted a whole lot too close together. So that's why I've separated them to make them grow better. Awesome. So that is the finish. Oh my god, that's awesome. So spring onions have now been separated them out, which is wonderful. The peas are all separated and they're growing really well. I will probably water them, and then that will be it. I will be growing, instead of 2 pots, I'll grow 4. So how wonderful. See how many pots or how many flowers we have by the time it's finished at the end of the month. Subscribe to the channel. Thank you.